Kreo just launched a new revision of their Swarm keyboard, and you guys had also been asking for a comparison between the Aula F75 and the Kreo Swarm, and while searching for Aula in my comments, I also discovered that my parents were actually from England. Hey guys, I'm Siddharth, and both of these keyboards can be found at a similar price of around 5500 rupees, so let's check out which one is the better choice. Aula F75 has more elements in its design with its rounded edges, while the Swarm has a more minimalistic design, so which design you like better can be subjective. The Swarm comes in 4 colors with blends of shades of purple on black or white, and the Aula also comes in different colors which are quite unique. Both keyboards have thick rubber pads under them and can be positioned in 3 different angles, and both of them feel quite well built. Connectivity options are also the same between these two, with both of them giving you the option of wired mode, 2.4 GHz wireless mode, and Bluetooth, and this makes both of them a good value at their price. Let's talk about the layout now, and even though both of them are 75% keyboards, the Kreo Swarm has a clear edge for me. It's almost the same size, and yet we have a dedicated print key here which I use very frequently. We also have an Alt key on its right side for easier shortcuts, and the arrow keys in the page up down row are also a bit spaced out, so you are less likely to press the wrong keys. The new Swarm's knob is silent compared to the clicky sound that the old Swarm made, and the Aula is the same with less resistance, so they both are very close in how they work, but I prefer the texture on the Swarm's feel and it has more metal. Both keyboards have double shot PBT keycaps which are really nice. Both of them do not let the RGB lights pass through the keys, which is a problem. They both have the same kinds of lighting effects, which includes rainbow, static and reactive effects. Both of them are fully modular keyboards, so you can take out the key switches and change them to different ones or replace one of them in case it stops working, and this really increases their longevity. Do give this video a thumbs up if you are liking it so far. Keyboard people are really specific about the kind of sound they want, and the Swarm V2 has some extra layers that add more pop to its sound compared to its older version. The Aula is more silent in comparison, and a lot of people also really like its thocky sound. They both actually sound kind of similar, but the Swarm makes more sound when the key bounces back, which does make a difference in the feel. The sound will also depend a lot on the kind of switch you have, and all the combinations can get really complicated, so I will just let you hear a sound test so you can judge for yourself. You can also modify the sound on both of them by opening them and changing the layers, but the Kreo keyboard is a bit easier to open because you just have to remove the screws and it opens up, while on Aula you have to pry it open, which is a bit riskier. Software is a very interesting and kind of awkward situation for these, because for some reason they both have the identical software to the point where even the font and the names and the numbers of the effects are the same. Both allow you to assign different functions on different layers of the keys and assign macros, and both keyboards lack an ability to switch profile based on the app that you're using. Both keyboards have a 4000 mAh battery, and earlier only the Aula had a battery check feature, but on the new Swarm you can also check your battery level by pressing the FN and the space key. The new Swarm also has a more advanced battery protection from overcharging from high voltage chargers. The typing experience on both the keyboards has been really great for me. These two keyboards have very similar feeling linear switch options and they are good, but I also really liked the GTMX Sense switch option on the Kreo, which is linear but has a tactile initial feeling, which makes a big difference in the typing experience. For gaming, the Huano speed switch is going to be better, so your experience is going to depend a lot on the key switch that you go for, but I am not sure if the Aula F75 has a switch option that feels tactile like the GTMX Sense. I have the Leoborg Reaper switch on the Aula F75, which is very similar in feel to the Huano speed switch, and all of these switches are pre-lubed from the factory, so they both offer a very smooth typing experience. So overall, these two keyboards are quite close to each other in terms of features, quality and experience, so you will be fine going with either of them. But if I had to choose between them, I will have to say that the Kreo Swarm is objectively better because the layout is a big one for me with its print screen and Alt key, and then there are other multiple small advantages that add up to make it an objectively better choice. If you like the GTMX tactile switch, then also you could consider going for the Swarm. But then the Aula could also have at least some advantages for you. You may find its sound to be better, and you might also prefer its design or the color options more, so you will have to see if that is something that you like enough to outweigh the other advantages that the Swarm has. If you have the version 1 of the Swarm keyboard, then you don't have any reason to feel bad because there aren't any big dramatic changes between these two. The price of both of these keyboards varies, and the Aula is available for the same price as the Swarm on some websites, but on most other places the Kreo Swarm is somewhat cheaper, so that is also a win for it. So let me know in the comments which one of these keyboards you liked more, and you can also check out my full review of the Kreo Swarm. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe with bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.